Hi and welcome to Reseller News. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is May 26, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. Today, I got some windows opened up. I'm going to give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. So without further ado, let's get started. First story is going to be from CNN Travel. So it'll be www.cnn.com/travel. And I always like to put the dates out there, folks, so you know that the information is current. Okay, so let's start with the first story. It goes, we bought a World War II ship on eBay. Yes, they bought a ship. And look at it back here, folks. This thing's in dire need of repair, as you can see here. They talk a little about it, how much they paid for it. We're going to get to that in a second. So let's read into it right now. It says, CNN, scrolling through the eBay, looking at listings for broken down boats is something of the ritual of Simon Robbins, who spends much of his spare time rescuing and renovating crumbling vessels. It says, but his wife and business partner, Gemma, or I should say Gemma, I'm sorry, thought he might be taking the passion a little too far when he suggested they purchase a former World War II ship that popped up on the auction site in January. It says, once they saw the exciting Simon, wait, let me recap that. It says, once she saw how excited Simon was about rescuing the 72-foot motor vessel built for the UK's Royal Navy in 1943 and realized it was stationed relatively near their home in Wrexham, Wales, Gemma agreed to go and view it. A few days later, the couple paid £6,500, that's in UK money, of course, about $9,140 for the ship, known as the L-1392, while it was used for harbor defense in order to save it from being scrapped. And then it goes on to say a little further here, I didn't really want the ship, Gemma tells CNN Travel, but when I researched the ship's history, I realized that she's really a significant boat, and not many of them left in the world. It goes on to say it was just so heartbreaking to see how neglected and abandoned it pulled on my heartstrings. It says, while over 400 of the harbor defense launched HDML was constructed 80 or more so years ago, very few still around today. Now, I'm not going to, again, there's not too much really to read here, but they talk a little about, there's some more, there is some more to read here, but you guys can pick up on that there. They also have a video over here. It's about 24 minutes long. I'm not going to play it, of course. That's something you could do at your own leisure, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. If it's the first time coming to my channel, I like to share information about online reselling, especially when it deals with stories with eBay. So on occasion, you're going to see me, putting these videos out there. So if you are a subscriber, I like to, like I said again, if you're new, I like to do the Reseller News, which I'm doing now, and I also like to do the Let's Talk eBay segment. So I'm also a vlogger, so there'll be times that I may be putting something else out there, but for the most part, those are the two I really concentrate on. So if you want to be abreast of what's going on in eBay, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Yeah, if you get a chance, check out this video. I watched quite a bit of it, basically almost to the end. And it's pretty interesting. And I talk a little about it. They show you the inside of the boat. Yes, it is in dire need of repair. As you can see from the outside, you can imagine what the inside looks like. Hey, if this is what the person's into, why not? All right, I gave you the URL for that. Yeah, and that's the story you're looking for. On eBay, anything, just about anything sells, to some point anyway. All right, here's a story that came from Business Insider. So it's www.businessinsider.com. It goes on to say here, the title, and this story came out May 24, 2021, is eBay safe? Yes, but its safety protections tend to favor buyers over sellers. Not too many of us sellers want to hear things like that, but it works. I have to honestly say, folks, it works both ways. I mean, eBay did change up a lot of their protection plans for the sellers as well. But I think there are a lot of people out there that still have that, thing plastered in their mind that eBay only cares basically about the buyers. Well, it works both ways, I mean, there's good and bad in both. You might have some good sellers, and you might have some buyers that have just, what do you call it, their buyer's remorse. It works both ways. But for the most part, I have to honestly say, being on eBay for over 20 years, I know a lot of people think I'm an advocate for eBay, but I do love eBay. It is my #1 selling platform. I have to honestly say they've been pretty good to me so far. I can't complain. You know, I've seen a lot of changes throughout the years, but for the most part, I mean, I still think it is, you know, a good platform to buy and sell on. So far for me, anyway. I can't expand too much on negativity when it comes to eBay for buy. You know, how they tend to favor buyers over sellers and so on and so forth. But anyway, with that set aside, let's read a little more into this here, folks. It goes, before you can buy or sell on eBay, make sure you know what protections the site offers. And then it goes on to say eBay is safe thanks to its money-back guarantee, but some experts are critical of the protections in place for sellers on the site. Then it goes on to say, yeah, eBay is more than 25 years old and has developed some robust protections for buyers and sellers in its history. You can buy and sell on eBay with confidence, taking advantage of its built-in protections and using other safety precautions. And then you can go into it. You can read more into this here. That's why I gave the URL. I'm not going to get too much into this here, folks. As you can see here, it says eBay is relatively safe to use, and then you can read it more here. Okay, I could scroll down to the bottom if you want. You can pause the video, but I always encourage people to go directly to the websites, folks, because they have active hyperlinks. And in order to activate those hyperlinks, you got to be directly on the site. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a live video, but it's going to be uploaded to eBay, to YouTube. So most likely, if you click it on the hyperlink, it's not going to go anywhere. So I encourage people to do that there. Then it's got, again, eBay protection for buyers. You could read more into that. You know, also, folks, people should read the sellers, what they have to offer too. Like, I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. I pay for return shipping on items that people buy with no questions asked. If you don't like the item, just send it back. The only thing I ask is, if you do buy an item from me, I said in my video I did yesterday, if you don't like an item for whatever reason, rather than leave a negative or neutral feedback, just send it back. Please send it back to me, and you'll get all your money back, and no questions asked. You know, but it goes. You know, but again, read what the seller has to offer. You know, if you got sellers out there that say an item is being sold as is, or if a part's not working, make sure you read the description in its full entirety, because, you know, I've done it in the past. Well, not I've done it. I have had it in the past where buyers would not read the description, you know, right through. Verbatim, and they would end up getting an item and saying, I want to send this back. The item is not working. It's defective. And I would message back the buyer and say, well, did you read the whole description? And one person said, OS, I didn't read it. I just bought it like that. So, you know, you got to read the description if you want to find out the whole thing behind, you know, what it's all about, what that item is all about. So, you know, I had that happen on a couple occasions. And I even did a video about that, about buyers not reading descriptions, and they buy things haphazardly, or they just buy it spontaneously, and then later on they get the item. If it's, let's say it's being sold or not, you know, for being sold for parts not working, they're getting an item, think it's working, and then when you tell them, did you read the whole, you know, the whole description? Did you know the item was was being sold for parts not working? No, I didn't get a chance to. I didn't read it. Okay, well, I'm sorry, you know, that's why I put it out there. That's why they have these descriptions, you know. But for most part, going forward, to help circumvent that problem, just a little word of advice out there. What you could put in your titles, folks, if you are selling items that, you know, if you're being sold for parts not working, put it in the title and, of course, in the body of the description. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's there. But put it in your title. If you're going to sell something, like if I was going to sell this iPhone 8, right, I would put in there, iPhone 8 for sale for parts not working. This way they know right up to boot. Okay, they can see it there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, he's selling an iPhone, but it's not working. It's for being, you know, being sold for parts not working. So try to protect yourself as a seller as well. And then it goes on to say here, eBay protection for sellers. Of course, sellers offer. And then it goes on to say sellers are also offer some protection, though many sellers contend it's not as robust as what eBay offers to buyers. I don't know. I tell you the truth, folks. I'm not. Just because I've been on eBay for over 20 years, I have to honestly say, I never really had a situation where eBay didn't come to my defense. I mean, they helped me out a couple of times, and how they helped me out is, folks, is to be upfront and honest, is because when I do my descriptions, I'm very definitive with them. Okay, I will put everything down pretty much in detail, unless something's an oversight. I list everything right verbatim, right to the T. It's just like with this iPhone. If I was going to sell this iPhone, put it on eBay, I would, sit there and tell you exactly what's wrong. Well, first I tell you what's wrong. If it's good, whatever, it's got scratches, things, dents, or whatever, scratches or scuff marks on it. It's going to be noted in the description. Okay. The thing is, my only word of advice to people who are starting off in eBay or think about selling on eBay is if you're going to sell on this platform and you're going to list items, list it in its full entirety. Hold the thing in front of your face. Give it the once over, the twice over, whatever. And list everything down there, folks. And hopefully, if you do things like that there and you make the buyer aware, and let's say they don't read it, but they want to send it back and they do want to give you negative feedback, you could fight that there. You could fight that negative feedback. I had a situation like that where I fought it and they removed it because the buyer was at fault. Okay? They didn't read the description and eBay was in my favor and they removed the negative feedback. So protect yourself as a seller, But do the right thing by your buyers as well. Sometimes things happen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might not be thinking, maybe having a bad day, off day, whatever, and, for some reason you forgot to list something in there and you sent the item out, and they got it. And let's say your description said the item is in perfect working condition. It's flawless. It's in a great clean condition. Nothing wrong with it. And they get it and the things might have, let's say again, it's an iPhone. It's got a cracked screen. The back has got scratches on and stuff like that. And you forgot to leave it out. You left it out. Of course, you're going to get an irate buyer that's going to complain. Things like that can happen no matter how perfect you try to be. But, things like that could happen. But, take your time when you're doing your descriptions, Like I said, give it the once over, the twice over, whatever. And when it comes to packaging, make sure you're packaging that thing. It's well packaged, especially when it comes to electronics. Because again, like I always say, not always say in my videos, but in some of my videos I said, I want the buyer to get the item in one piece, not in pieces. You want to keep your buyers happy, plain and simple. So, I've been hearing that throughout the years and stuff like that. eBay's all for the buys, but they changed that up a lot, folks. At least that's my personal take on it. I don't know. Maybe you guys might have different scenarios with eBay, and maybe you feel, well, I agree to disagree with you, Rich, because maybe they work for you, but it's not working for me. I don't know. I'm being upfront and honest. And let me tell you, I do the Let's Talk eBay segment as well. And, this is the reseller news, but I know I should just keep it as one, right? I'm thinking about that, But anyway, I'm toying around with that idea. But for the most part, like I said again, if you do right by your buyers and you do the right thing, you should be okay, Just be very, precise in your writings, you know what I'm saying? And, it could happen. You could end up eventually, forgetting something and, you'll send the item out and you could always apologize to the buyer, and if they do leave a negative feedback, you could always reach out to them and ask them if they could kindly retract that negative feedback, And if you are in the right, and if the buyer doesn't want to retract it, then you can reach out to eBay. But make sure you did everything right. You got all your I's dotted and your T's crossed. You know what I'm saying? All right, enough with that there. You could check it out as well. Let's see what else they got over here. Is there anything else over here? How to stay safe on eBay, safety tips for eBay buyers. Never take a conversation or transaction off site. That's a no-no with eBay. Okay. Read the complete product. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read this whole thing. Read the complete product description and item details. That's what I was talking about just now. Okay. Make sure you understand exactly what is being offered and its actual condition. Be aware of misleading phrases or descriptions that imply things without being explicit. Okay, consider the seller's ratings. Every seller has a rating that indicates how many ratings they received through their feedback, overall feedback percentage. Sellers with a few ratings or low ratings less trustworthy than sellers with thousands of happy buyers, obviously. So that's what I do, folks, and that's the other thing I talk in my videos. When I buy something, especially if it's for my printers, whatever, I buy toner cartridges, ink cartridge, whatever, my laser printer, whatever. I like to buy from top-rated sellers that have 100% positive feedback. Now, I'm not saying the people that have less 97, 90, I've seen them with all different, feedback scores. For the most part, though, those people still make sales, believe it or not. There are people that don't really care about feedback, to be honest with you. But to me, it's very important. And that's the other thing, too. If you buy anything from my eBay listings, I tell people, please check out the feedbacks before making the purchases. Seriously, Just why I want you to see what they have, what other buyers are saying about my service, what I offer. But let's see what else they got here. Safety tip for eBay sellers: write detailed and accurate product descriptions. Right? Be sure to include photos you have taken showing the item's current condition. Use PayPal. Right? We don't have, well, now I think they can use PayPal. The buyers can, but the sellers, I think they did away with it, because I know I had to migrate to the eBay Managed Payment Service, which I'll be honest with you, I like it so far. I love it. It's working great for me. I have no complaints. Yeah, it says over here, use PayPal tightly integrated into eBay PayPal. Into eBay. PayPal makes it easy to demonstrate a full audit trail and transaction history to ensure payments are complete and to trace fraudulent buyers. Keep all paperwork and documentation. Be sure to keep your shipping receipts so you can prove how and when you ship the item. This is information for the sellers. And then, of course, this is why I tell you to go directly to the site. It has over here related articles. How to delete an eBay listing you posted for 5 simple steps. How to issue a refund in eBay in 3 different ways to satisfy your customers, and so forth. I'm going to leave this window up. I'm going to come back to this because there are some things I want to read more into here. All right. So this is definitely a good one by Business Insider. Okay. So for you guys out there, especially if you're newbies and you're thinking about selling on eBay, this is going to be a good, a good piece of information for you to learn from. So definitely, look into this. All right, let's go to the next one here. eBay's mature content curve is a step backward for Yayo fans. Now, I'm not familiar with Yayo, whatever it is. I don't know if I'm saying correct. It says eBay's new policy specifically targets anime and manga, with Yayo Gen singled out by name. What should Yayo fans expect from this change? Now, again, I don't know if I'm saying and pronouncing it right. It was published 2 days ago. And it goes on to say here, eBay recently announced a series of new restrictions prohibiting the sale of sexually explicit adult content, and new policy specifically targets anime and manga. The list of newly prohibited items includes sexually explicit anime comic books, animation, manga, hentai, and yayo, whatever. I can't say that word there. The specific mention of yayo, I'll say whatever, could be particular cause for concern, as the history of online censorship shows that gay content is often targeted more harshly than straight content. I'm not going to get into that, folks. Again, it's an eBay story. That's why I put it out here for you. Okay, you could read more into it. I don't think I gave you the URL. Let me give it to you right now. It's www.cbr.com. Or if you can't find it like that, just copy the title down and do a Google search on it. I'll bring you right here. All right, let's go to the next one. One of my favorite topics. Not really. The reason why I say that is because I've done stories like this about scams, and I'm not saying everybody, if people watch my videos, they would get scammed, but these stories pop up every now and then, and I have done videos on it. I have, and I feel bad for the people that do get scammed by this here. I'm not going to get too much into this here, but I will tell you. That's why I didn't give you URL. Let me give it to you URL. It's www.wfmynews2.com. And this is the story you're looking for. It says, looking for a used car, beware of how scammers make you believe the deal is real. It's for real. It goes on to say, if they tell you they need to sell it quickly and you're willing to deliver it to you, beware. Now, they have a video here. I'm not going to play it. You guys could do. That's why I gave you URL. And I highly recommend that you listen to the video. And folks, if this is my take on it, okay? And I'm not saying this in a derogative way to be mean to other people out there that sell these cars and boats and everything out there. But I will say this. I didn't get a chance to read this here, but when you start hearing the word, when a seller starts saying you could pay with gift cards, that should be a light that goes off in your head and says, hey, no way. Something doesn't sound right here. Okay. Now, there may be honest sellers out there that would do transactions like that. I don't. I won't ask a buyer to pay me in gift cards. I don't do that there. I want to keep everything on the up and up. You make a purchase off of eBay, you go through PayPal or whatever. All right. If you're going to buy something off of me, I don't. That's one thing you'll never hear me ever say, oh, you can pay for this item with gift cards. When you hear that, run away from it, folks. Get away from it. This story came out. It was published May 24th, 2021, and was updated May 24th, 2021. It goes on to say here, Greensboro, North Carolina, it used to be you went to a car lot, new or used, and then there were a lot of choices. Now there are only a few cars on the lot. Between shortages and chips for the new cars, which I heard about that. I was wondering if they were talking to chips about that, but I just think about something else for computers. And he says, between the shortage of chips in the new cars, which prompted people to buy used cars, you might find pickings are slim. And it goes on here, scammers know it, and they're posting as car sellers, often with a fake sob story. For example, a buyer found a used Range Rover, for just $1,400. When the buyer asked for why the price was so low, the seller said her spouse had died and she no longer needed the vehicle. And to hurry up the sale, she said she was in the military and she was being shipped out and would set up delivery to use a third party to ensure all went well. Listen, I can't tell you how many times I heard stories like this. Folks, I put this information out there to help you guys out, to keep you aware. This is why I do the Reseller News. Why also I talk about things like this on Let's Talk eBay as well. Read this story. You get a chance, watch the video. Okay? Me personally, and this is just me personally, when I buy a car, I go to the dealer. Whether it be a used dealer or a new dealer, whatever, I go. That's how I do it. I want to go there. I want to see the car in person. I want to take it for a test drive. I want to kick the wheels, look under the engine. You know what I'm saying? I want to do the old-fashioned way. That's me. Okay. Now, some people, they buy cars. They have them railed by, rail car by the train. They have them shipped. Let's say if you buy a car in Florida, you could have it on a rail. It's really expensive to have it brought like that. That's what I understand. But me, first of all, I wouldn't do out-of-state deals anyway. With all the dealerships I got over here in the New York area, I'm not going to sit there going running all over the place. That's my take on it. Now, there are people that had made good transactions, stuff like that. But here's the thing. Okay, just a little word of advice. If you're going to buy a used car from a buyer via, be it Facebook Marketplace, try to get somebody in your local area, your local town. Now, if I go on Facebook Marketplace, right? And I will look, let's say I was looking for a car. I've seen it. They'll pretty much they match you up with your zoning area where you live. I see, people that are selling cars in Queens, Brooklyn, New York City, whatever, which is not too bad. I mean, from here to Manhattan, like for me, being on the island, it's about maybe a 45-minute drive. I could drive to those places. I could set up an appointment with them. Say, okay, look, I'd like to come check out the car before I make the final transaction, whatever, And this if you're doing on Facebook Marketplace. Now, if you're doing with eBay, the same thing. Look where the seller's location is. The seller says, I'm in California, and you're living in California. Okay, fine. Well, they may live in another part of California, but, I'm trying to say at least if let's say you get an area or you're dealing a deal with a person's in a close proximity to you where you could actually drive there and you're getting a good deal on it, do things like that, and then work it out that way. But if you do it on eBay, if you pay up front, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather offer if the seller is putting on eBay and you can use a PayPal account and stuff like that, I would contact the seller and say, look, I want to come and look at the car. Can I look at it in person? And I'll bring, I'll bring cash or a certified check or whatever. Actually, better off bringing a check or whatever. I know some people probably want cash, and do something along that line there. And if you don't like the way it looks, you back out of it, whatever, But be careful with this here, folks. I'm not going to get too much into it. Check out these here if you get a chance. Check it out, all right? I'm going to leave this one in because I want to come back to this one here. Here's another story
Guilford
here.
County Schools has some mobile vaccine clinics lined up for early June at local elementary and high schools. These clinics are available to anyone 12 years and older.
Okay, it jumped in here automatically. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I was wondering what happened with that there automatically. I guess I have auto play set up on here. This one here, supposedly I consider it an eBay story because it goes on to say this story came out May 25th, 2021. Britney Spears' audition tape for Notebook listed online for $1 million says a never-seen video on pop princess Britney Spears auditioning for the blockbuster movie The Notebook has emerged on eBay. It says the bid starts from $1 million. Now, I was trying to look this thing up on eBay. I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find a hyperlink to it. I was looking for it, before I wanted to do this video. But I just want to put it out there. This is what you have over here. It goes on to say here, the 2004 romantic drama, The Notebook, adapted by Nicholas Sparks' novel of the same name, has carved a niche in the audience hearts with Rachel McAdams And Ryan Gosling, still a performance of Rachel McAdams, who won hearts of Allie Hamilton. All right, well, I'm not going to get too much into reading this here, but you could check it out for yourself. But that's what they were saying. I was trying to look for it, like I said, again, on eBay. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the actual active listing. Let me give you the URL. It's www.republicworld.com. And this is the story you're looking for. I just put it out there because it is relation to eBay, and I thought maybe you guys might be interested in hearing, checking this out. Last but not least, another story. You remember this one here? This is from the New York Times. Let me give you the URL. It's www.newyorktimes.com. This story, let's see, when did it come out, this story here? Usually put the date. Yes, May 24, 2021. Check this out. It says, Charlie Bit My Finger is leaving YouTube after 760,000 NFT sales. All right. It says the original video of the baby biting his brother's finger has drawn nearly 900 million views on the platform since 2007. But now one bidder owns it as a non-fungible token. Okay. It goes on to say the original video clip of Charlie Bit My Finger, a standard bearer of viral internet fascination, has sold a non-fungible, I don't know if I'm saying it right, I can say a token, for $760,000, and the family who created it will take down the original from YouTube for good. Now, if you want to see it before it goes away, you could go check it out over here. This is the original one back then. Believe it or not, it's only about 50s. I'm not going to play it because I don't want no copyright strikes on my thing here. This is them when they were little, and this is them today. Okay, the 10-year anniversary. But you could check it out if you get a chance. Just go. It's on YouTube, as you can see. I'm on YouTube. Just type in Charlie Bit My Finger, and you could check out the video clip. It's pretty nice, I remember when this came out. I remember back then my daughter's talking about it. Dad, did you ever hear about Charlie Bit My Finger? And they played it, and I said, oh, yeah, it's a cute little tape, video. So if you want to check it out before they take it down, I don't know. I mean, if the new person's buying it, maybe he may leave it up. I don't know why they want to take it down. I think it's pretty entertaining. But hey, that's their thing. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you again for checking out my video. If you like my videos or any of them, if you check out the Let's Talk eBay as well, this is the Reseller News. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated, when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News for May 26, 2021. And as I always say in my videos, if you are thinking about selling on eBay or you are a seller on eBay, I am wishing you all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.